Toka. Will you be up for grabs at the Reptile Expo this weekend? I also have some Philodendron Choco Reds, some seedlings, a beautiful specimen. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, you guys will know that we affectionately call these guys the big-eyed boys. Now we have come, hey, where the heck are you going? They're very derpy, but at the same time, they're easy to handle and interesting enough to set up like a really nice enclosure for them, housed in like a big bioactive tank because they actually like the humidity. Hey, what's up guys, it's Mike with Alpha Reptile back with another video today. Today is going to be one of those days that is just going to be a rapid fire video at you guys. This is going to be one of the show previews for the Toronto Reptile Expo happening this Sunday, September 19th. We will be vending as the Jungle Vault. That is our business. Links down below to the website. So you can see all the fat tails and stuff listed on the website, but we are running a special 25% off fat tails at the show. So if you're in the market for bringing a new pet into your home, fat tails are one of the perfect ones for you, and let's get started by showing you all of them. Before we hop into it, I did want to mention that if you guys are interested in these kind of videos, let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. If you're going to be at the expo, I really look forward to seeing you there. If you're not, then I guess just enjoy the video and us showing some really cute fat tails, along with some plants and maybe some babies that are coming as well, some hognoses. We're going to start off with the babies first. This is a beautiful whiteout het Oreo patternless little baby. How can you deny something so cute? This is gonna be a stunner, you guys. That is the first baby that will be available at the show, as well as on our website. If you guys are interested, you can go check them out prior to. The second one on our list today is the beautiful patternless het Oreo. We call her, or it, Chicken Nugget because we do. I don't know, I don't really have a good reason for it, but we do. You'll see what an adult patternless looks like later on. We will have one available at the show. Alrighty, and the last baby that we'll have available at the expo is going to be this wonderful Oreo stripe, and it's also het for patternless, which you'll actually see later on in the video, so you'll see what they turn into, but a beautiful little guy to bring home and enjoy. Alrighty, and this is one of the most striking color variations or morphs of the Fat Tailed Geckos. This is a beautiful tangerine amelanistic. You can just see the beautiful coloration that they have. Definitely one of the most striking color combinations you can get amongst fat tails. The tangerine amel is just beautiful. Now this right here is honestly one of the nicest fat tails that we have, color wise. Definitely a little spunky boy, but this is this is a incredible looking whiteout Zulu. Perfect Zulu marking down the back. Just a phenomenal example of the genes. I don't have much to say. I'm gonna keep saying the same thing for every gecko. I mean, look at that. How can you go wrong? That thing is gorgeous. Damn! And as I mentioned earlier, this is a patternless stripe fat tail gecko. This is more the mature coloration. We do still have one more that's a full patternless without the stripe, but you guys can see here, it's a very chocolatey brown gecko with a very striking skunk-like streak down its back, or down its dorsal line, whatever you want to call it. The patternless have like an interesting place in my heart because they're just so cute. They're a little spicy. Every single one that we have is a character, that's for sure. But again, this is a beautiful male, patternless stripe fat tail gecko. This is nearly an adult size. I can't remember, I think it's around 30 grams or so, so not quite there, but this is a incredible male whiteout patternless, and it's kind of crazy what the whiteout does to the patternless gene because you can just see how different coloration it is to both the whiteout and the patternless. And in fact, this is actually one of my favorite morphs. You can see on the dorsal line there, it comes more of that patternless kind of brownie coloration and then white throughout the rest. So this is actually one of my favorite morphs, and I think it might be my favorite morph that we currently own. Very great personality, easy to handle, easy to tame, I suppose, and just another great adventure for a family. Alrighty, and you guys might be asking yourself, these are all morphs, but here we go. This is just a normal fat tail gecko. It is obviously has the stripe on it as well, but this is just a normal variety fat tail with the stripe, as I mentioned. but it is also het patternless. So there's a little bit of genes if people want to try breeding. Can't complain too much when you get geckos that look this pretty. They're very derpy, but at the same time, they're easy to handle and interesting enough to set up like a really nice enclosure for them and house in like a big bioactive tank because they actually like the humidity. And now we are moving from the juveniles, kind of subadults, to the adults that we have. Starting off with a textbook whiteout. Man, I don't know how you couldn't fall in love with something with that cute of a face and these patterns. It really is impossible to just not love a face like that. Look at that. And they're very striking white. The whiteouts are a really, really good option. If you're looking for something other than a normal that's reasonably priced, and I mean, this is like pretty much a textbook definition of a whiteout. And adult number 2 is something that you guys have seen earlier in the kind of subadult category. This is a female whiteout patternless. Again, same story as the last time. I don't want to stay on this too long. Look at that. Just the cutest little things. And continuing on with the last 3 fat tails, we're starting it off strong with a beautiful patternless female. Now you guys can see what those babies and everything looks like without the stripe. These are like the perfect chicken nugget because they're small, brown, and delicious. No, I'm just kidding. A little bit more of a cryptic morph than the other ones. They're not quite as showy or flashy, but like you guys have seen, they do cool things to things like Oreos, as well as the whiteouts. That is the patternless female little girl that we will have available at the expo. Again, 25% off all fat tails. If you do buy several, we can give you a kind of a group deal. So, and this goes for across Canada as well. If you guys buy or are very interested, let us know. We can also kind of help out that way. If you guys are interested but can't make it to the expo, then no harm, no foul. Get in contact and we'll still make you a great deal. The second to last fat tail is going to be this beautiful whiteout Zulu stripe, possible het caramel. Look at her. Very cool colorations. I'm saying the same thing. Look at her. There we go. That's a better shot of her. She's also up on the website if you're looking for more details. Go check her out. We have updated weights and everything all there. Now, the last, but certainly not the least, fat tail that we're bringing is this beautiful girl. The only one with the regen tail, but this is an Oreo stripe fat tail. You can see the regen actually came back pretty solid, more of a normal appearance to it. But this is our beautiful Oreo stripe female. She is a sweetheart. Again, you can see it's definitely lighter coloration than something like a normal, but not quite as crazy coloration as something like a whiteout or even a whiteout Oreo. We'll see you guys at the show with all these fat tails. Now we are moving on to the hognoses, as I already mentioned. I did want to let you guys know that if you were at the last show and you saw the massive amount of wood that we had, we will be bringing a bunch of that back as well. So it's just kind of per piece. Like most of them will be $10 to $15 unless it's a really large log. Some will be up to like $30, $40, but those again are for like the massive 3-4 foot logs that you can put in with your iguana, your tegus, whatever. That will all be there. Now we can move on to the huggies. This is a male, well, probable male albino hognose. This is from Rowan and Lux. Now, the only ones that we'll have available at the show will be ones that have eaten 4 meals consecutively on unscented mice. So these are very well-started babies. That's not to say they might be a little spunky when you first get them and maybe don't want to eat exactly what you're trying to offer, but give them time and they will do well. Beautiful guy. Yeah, there's not much else I can say about that, really. Like, look at him. Next one on the list is this beautiful anaconda. This is, again, another male. We had a very male-heavy season. Anaconda het albino. Gorgeous little guy. They do have the typical kind of jet black belly. There we go. You saw it for a moment there. Now this is another anaconda het albino. You can see this is also a reverse stripe. A little bit more muted on the anaconda scale. We call these cinnamon buns. That's just us. I don't know if we're the only one that does that or whatever, but it's not a morph. It's nothing crazy. It's just a reverse stripe anaconda hognose, a stunning little critter. Next on the list is a beautiful albino superconda. It is obviously albino, and the superconda is just the 2 gene expression of the anaconda mutation. It basically makes it a completely yellow, orangey color snake. Incredibly cool snake. I really like the supercondas. In this mutation, the albinos really do something for me. I do really enjoy them. You might think differently, but I guess that's your own opinion, and that's mine. The next one on the list is one of the only normals that was produced by Rowan this year. Beautiful example of a normal, might I add. But yeah, this was like the only one. Excuse me. You gotta stay in frame, homie. Yeah, a normal, one of the very few. Of course, this will be het albino as well because it was bred to an albino visual. So normal het albino, a beautiful creature at that. So this is one of the only ones. If you're at the expo, make sure you get it while you can. The next on the list of availability, this is an albino anaconda. It looks kind of like a lava lamp, like those spots and stuff. It looks like a lava lamp. I enjoy it. Somebody please name this one lava or lamp. That would be great. Again, a beautiful anaconda albino that is really just wanting to get away. Look at that color saturation. I'm not touching the colors. I'm not doing nothing. This is just pure 100% raw footage. These guys just ate yesterday, so I don't want to stress them too much, but this is one of the only superconda het albinos that it will be available at this expo. We do have several, but this time they're being very picky with eating. So again, we're making sure they eat 4 consecutive in a row, not refusing a meal. Pinkies back to back to back to back to back, unscented. So not something you'll get from every hognose breeder out there. But again, this one is kind of a lump of lard, so I'm gonna leave him. So this flighty little one is the last, but certainly the not least. This is again a super conda albino hognose snake that will be available at the expo. We do have plenty more available. They're just not eating super reliably yet, so when those become available, they'll be up on the website, or I'll be making another video like this for the upcoming expo, whenever the next one will be. If they don't sell at the expo, they will be up on the website, thejunglevault.ca. And now we can move on to some planty boys all the way over there. Will you be up for grabs at the Reptile Expo this weekend? Now the answer to that question is obviously no. It was a little bit of maybe, I don't want to say clickbait because it's not going to be in the title, but a little bit of intriguement to watch the rest of the video so you guys can see that no, we're not selling to Toka. He's obviously staying. He is our little baby. We are building a giant tank for him that I'm really excited for, and I'm actually getting the pond liner today so I can start building it hopefully, well, right after the expo because not much is going to get done before the expo. But the guys behind me in this tank will be for sale, so let's talk about them. Now, if you guys have been watching the channel for a little while, you guys will know that we affectionately call these guys the big-eyed boys because when they wake up, they have insanely huge eyes. This one is like kind of on the verge of waking up. He's like, nah. But yes, these guys will be for sale. They aren't overly expensive, and they are actually a really active frog species. Like, if you feed them during the day, they'll be croaking, they'll be hopping around, hanging out. A lot of fun. So for a relatively inexpensive pet, we'll be selling these guys probably as a whole group. The tank will not be available. I mean, I guess everything's available for the right price, but it won't be coming to the show. So we will have available Mr. Rocket, who is so social that he has given himself a little bit of nose rub. That's nothing to worry about. It'll fully heal. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about there, but Rocket will be available, as well as another beautiful red Chihuahua gecko. Male will be available at the expo. I'll only show Rocket off right now because he's out. They are both PIs and are absolutely stunning critters. He will just be a great pet. As well as a breeder. He's got really nice colors when he fires up, but right now it's midday. He's basking under the UVB and isn't necessarily fired up. Of course, you guys can see down here that we have some containers. These are the springtails that we'll be bringing. Of course, you can see that we have a ton of springtails that we're bringing, as well as some fruit fly cultures, which are all the way up here. we'll be bringing 2 melanogaster, 2 Haudii, and 2 golden Haudii cultures for you guys. So if you're interested, they are started and going already. And now we can talk about plants. Plants-wise, there will probably be a lot of stuff that I don't show in this video, but we will have things like trays of Markgravia. We will have a bunch of different really cool orchid species for your dart frog terrariums, or I don't know, maybe you just have an orchidarium. I don't know you. I don't know what you're into, but those will be also available. In addition to those, we will have some Sonorilla, which is that beautiful white spotted plant there. It's really hard to beat that species. It grows very well in terrarium-like conditions, so can't complain there. We have this entire bin of various different aeroids. We got the Philodendron Chironia in the back. We got a Philodendron species Peru. We got Monstera adansonii. We got Monstera siltepecana. We got Philodendron Silver Sword. We got a Brantianum in there. What else do we have? We have a bunch of Syngonium wendlandii. There's this beautiful Camaranthenum venosum. Stunning plant. Really isn't in the hobby yet, but I'm hoping to change that. What else do we have in here? There is a Syngonium rayi in here. There is Cebu Blue, the Epidendrum Cebu Blue. There is a ton of different stuff. Not only that stuff will be coming, but a lot of this orchid terrarium will be coming as well. If it's doing well, it will be coming, so we'll have a bunch of different orchids there as well, including these really big showpieces. I will be dropping the price on these. I believe I had them listed for 80 or so at the last expo, and I think I'm going to drop them to maybe 60, somewhere around there. We'll have some Anthurium, like this Anthurium compact right at the front here. If I open this, now if I pull this down, it'll show you its beautiful leaf structure. A great Anthurium to put in a terrarium, but also can be grown in a home here in Ontario. I'll have this beautiful Pleurothallus condorensis there as well. Again, a lot of stuff that will do incredibly well in your dart frog terrarium, or if you have a dedicated plant terrarium, they'll do great in something like that. I'll have some beautiful Anthurium frigidii dark form. They aren't looking the best, but that's only because I have a bright light on them, and they don't really like that. So I've changed the lighting up a little bit, but it has already done some damage on a few of the leaves. But regardless, they're very healthy potted plants that are doing incredible, and they will be a much cheaper price than you can find them in the kind of plant hobby right now. So make sure you come and take a look at our booth for those. I also have some Philodendron Choco Reds, some seedlings, but I don't think I'm going to let go of those just yet. What else do I have in here? There's some cool bulbophyllums in here that might be coming as well, but if you're interested in knowing what's in here, just let me know. I do plan to do an entire plant tour and show you every plant that I have, so it'll be like an hour long, but could be kind of cool. All right, my friends, that is going to do it for today's video. That is how you film an entire video showing everything you're selling in about an hour. I am super rushed to get this out because I got to get going like in a minute from now. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you come check out our booth at the September 19th Toronto Reptile Expo. We'll be there. The Jungle Vault, thejunglevault.ca if you are interested, or if you are elsewhere in the world and want to purchase from us. We do offer international shipping. It's not cheap, keep that in mind, but across Canada, it's nice and easy, super doable, and if anything interests you, definitely let us know. I want to thank you guys all very much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment down below of what you are looking forward to most if you are going, or if you're not going, leave a comment as to what you are looking forward most in the next expo that you're going to be going to. So click the like button if you enjoyed. It's hot in here, but have a good one. We'll catch you after the expo. Later.